me introduce myself. My name is Riswanda from English Department, English Education Department, Universitas Muhammadiyah Yogyakarta. You can call me on that. So, can you introduce yourself?
Okay, my name is Untitled. I graduated from UKM, majoring in health nutrition, and you can call me Hermi. And now I work at Health Center.
Okay. Have you ever seen or heard someone being translator or interpreting before?
Yes, I have, and actually, I have an experience being a translator in my college.
Wow. Uh, what was the event?
It was an international seminar at my college.
Well, uh, can you share your experience being interpreting in your college?
Yes, my pleasure. I will share my experience being a translator in international seminar. At the time, I was appointed as a delegation from the Health Nutrition Study Program to become a translator because one of my lecturers was a quite old and not proficient in English, and I was the secretary of them, and my friends appointed me to become a translator in an international seminar because at the time I was taking an English course, so my friends trust me to being a translator.
Did you have difficulties in being interpreting in seminar international?
Of course, being a translator was not easy thing. It was difficult thing for me at the time. Translating is not just moving an idea or message, but I must convey an idea or message as a whole things without adding or reducing the intended meaning.
Can you explain what the type of interpreting um, being interpreting?
Sorry, I don't know how many types of interpreting. All I know, at the time I use interpreting whisper. I use it when one person or two people do not understand the language. Usually the translator speaks in a low voice near the audience, like that I use at the time.
Uh, how do you feel when you first become interpreting?
Of course, I'm happy because I be the chosen one. Even though I had never been a translator before, especially in a big event, despite the feeling of nervousness and lack of confidence at the time, I also realized that my English was still not good enough, but I was quite happy that the program went well.
How to be confident and not embarrassed when in front of the audience?
During that time, I studied a lot and honed my speaking skills. I continued to practice pronunciation vocabulary, which was quite difficult and unfamiliar at the time because I had to use whole terms. Besides that, I also learned various articles and topics that will be used in the seminar.
Uh, how long you studied for international seminar?
I studied for about 2 months. At the time, the seminar was held in September, and I was appointed to be the translator 2 months earlier, and I have to prepare everything in a short time.
Do you have problem when you study for minor internet?
Yes, of course, because I have to learn a lot of things. In addition, the vocabulary used is quite difficult, especially the hot terms used in the seminar.
Okay, what do you get when you attend an international seminar?
I get new knowledge and new experience that are useful for me, and at the same time, I can develop my English skills. I learned to be more confident in speaking English in public.
Does being an interpreter have to concentrate fully when the quiz session start talking?
Of course, usually we translator use an assistive device in the form of earphones so that they can hear the research person speak clearly so that they when translating there's no wrong meaning in the seminar.
Uh, what if an interpreter mistranslates sentence of vocabulary during the seminar?
When the seminar takes place, there will be several people on duty to monitor whether the translation I have delivered is correct. There will, there will give me a signal if I make a mistake while translating. But actually, translator must not make a mistake because someone who works in this field must master at least two languages. Usually, the translator will note important things first, then translate that will be conveyed without changing the meaning. That's why I learned a lot before the event took place.
Well, what skills are needed to become to an interpreter?
To become an interpreter, the main thing is to master a foreign language. Have a good verbal communication skill is must, and have the ability to listen because often of the accent used by the speaker is quite difficult to understand. In addition, translator must also be able to think quickly because they have to translate in seconds.
Um, Being an interpreter, uh, interesting experience for you.
Yes, this is an interesting thing for me because I have never been a professional translator before. It was the first time I became a translator at a seminar with a large audience. It's also a challenge for me.
So that is something you should appreciate about yourself.
Yes, that's right. This has been the best experience for me, even though myself realized that I still lack of experience.
After that, this you are interested in interpreting again.
If given the opportunity, I want to be translator again because it is attractive to me and to increase income for me, of course.
Well, thanks for the time. I hope we meet for next week or okay. Well, for the time, I hope we can meet you next time.
You're welcome. Nice to meet you.